Hey, what's up, my little hunters? It's your boy Mikiro Shioto, and today I will be reviewing for you the DC multiverse, The Flash, and Batman Earth -52, also known as the Red Death. So let's take a look at the package and the figures inside. There we have Flash looking all flashy, and the Red Death looking like he's gonna whoop some ass. I do apologize, the package was beat up because it was in my backpack. I had to crush the edges so that it would fit in my backpack. But let's give it a quick turn. On this side, DC Multiverse, The Flash, and Batman -52. Almost said 25. On the back, we get a very cool looking photo of the Red Death and the Flash and the other characters in this line. What is that? Joker toxin infected Superman so that he could get close to the Batman who laughs. Batman wielding an axe. Batman who laughs with angel wings. Kind of weird. And Joker who laughs with 3 of his, I think they're called crows? Or is that, oh, that's Robin. Okay. And then we get the Grim Knight. No clue what that is. And same thing on this side. Nothing on the bottom. Peek inside. So let's crack this puppy open and look at the figures individually. I know I said I was going to get to the figures, but I just want to take a quick moment to point out that this is amazing. As a background, amazing. It's a town on one side. It's getting all swept up into the nothingness of an explosion. I love it. I just wanted to make that very clear. And there they are out of the packaging. So let's get the accessories out of the way so we can get on to the figures. So first off, we do get 3 base plates, actually. So you get your 2 standard ones. Nobody cares about those because they suck. And then we get the good one, where we can have Flash, almost forgot his name, Flash, and the Red Death racing. There's the 2 pegs. You will probably have to figure out who you want to basically be winning this race, and based on the rock formation and whatnot, yeah. And then we get 2 foil cards. Hello, there's me in the reflection. And yeah. On the back, let's see, what does this one say? The Flash, DC Rebirth, data file. The Flash, #1, comic 2016. Real name, Barry Allen. 5'11", he's the same height as me and same weight. Cool, I am the Flash. Cool. In a freak lab accident, forensic scientist Barry Allen was struck by lightning and doused with chemicals. Wish we knew what chemicals so we could duplicate this. Which gave him superpowers of the Speed Force. Now he uses these powers to defend his hometown of Central City and the rest of the world from the forces of evil. As the Flash, the fastest man alive, can run up the side of buildings, across oceans, and around the world at light speed. He can also vibrate his molecules to phase through solid objects. Cool. And getting on to the better one, the Red Death. These are bent, and that's probably my fault due to the box, but whatever. Looking at this one, says Batman, Earth -52, Dark Knight's Metal. Batman, the Red Death, #1, comics 2017, real name Bruce Wayne, 6'2", he's everything. He's Batman with the Speed Force. From Earth -52, here comes the fastest and deadliest man in the dark multiverse, Red Death, a menacing mashup of Batman and the Flash. This Dark Knight came to be when a once noble caped crusader stole the Speed Force from the Flash, hoping to prevent past tragedies. Clad in red metal armor, this sinister speedster moves like a literal bat out of hell. Fun thing to note, he actually lets off black and red Speed Force siphoning bats. Lightning, Speed Force shadow bats. Speed Force siphoning shadow bats. I like him better. But, yep, that's everything for the accessories. Let's get on to the figures themselves. So we'll start with the less awesome one, the standard Flash. I'm going to say it right now, he looks like he's constipated and they can't figure out where he's looking. He has a chameleon eye going on. So, more than likely I'll have this side facing out, so at least it doesn't look like he's contemplating farting or something. I don't know. Look at that. Look at the eyes. No human has that kind of eyes unless they're, like, got a lazy eye. But Flash doesn't have a lazy eye. Or does he? Pretty cool sculpting, paintwork. And, you know, from a science perspective, it actually kind of makes sense that Flash has these ridges on his suit. It actually makes him more aerodynamic. Got the tiger style claw. Got the other one. I will say be careful when you pull yours out, because I had to reset my Flash's leg. It like completely came off when I took him out of the box. And this might be my fault as well, but his little lightning streak wing dealie came down. Got the ports for those Speed Force effects. Same body, different head sculpt. So, moving on to articulation. His head can move that far back due to the fun little joint that these figures seem to have, called the Giggity Goo, unofficial. He can look that way, left, right. I know I sound like I don't really care, and that's because I don't. Yes, I love the Flash, but I love the Red Death more. And yeah, I have a lot of personal bias because, yeah, can run at the speed of light, can run at the speed of darkness and siphon your Speed Force powers and make himself even faster. Normal, badass. Normal, badass. And moving on to arm articulation, we get that far up. We get the awesome butterfly joints that the McFarlane toys seem to all have. Wish I knew how to actually how these work. It's very interesting to me to think of how they work. Double jointed knee. He's got that hand similar to Diana and Bruce. Could probably swap out a few hands, but I don't really feel like it. You can if you want. As Emgo says, it's your toy. Display however you wish. His trademark. I don't have any money. Please don't sue me, Emgo. I'm just a humble toy reviewer, just like you. Ab Crunch is actually surprisingly better than both Diana and Bruce, because, yeah, he's crunched all the way forward, and this is him crunched all the way back. I feel like he needs more forward than back. Why would he need this? This is like a backflip, like what's his name? Captain Cold fired at him. He's like, fuck you, da-da-da-da, and back to running me. But whatever. Legs, I'm going to actually avoid using that leg for this, because I feel like I'm going to pop it off of its joint. So we're going to use this one. Can get that far up, almost, actually it's further more than parallel with the ground. Let's extend that leg all the way. Whoa! Yeah. And we're gonna go. We're off to see the wizard, the wonderful wizard of Crotch Kick. Sorry. I've had no... See? See? Look at that. Look. I don't know how to get that back on. I was afraid that was going to happen, and I'm afraid it's going to happen with the other joint. The other leg. Anyway, double jointed knee. Didn't mean for that, but yeah. We got the toe articulation. Ankle bend goes that far forward, that far back. Can swivel. Think it has a rocker joint. Might be wrong. Well, seeing as how we popped off the leg, let's check with that one. Pivot, back, forth. Do we get rocker? Might not get rocker. We don't get rocker with this one. Oh well. So that's it for Flash. I will assemble his leg off later. Moving on to the main event, Red Death. I love everything about this figure, aesthetically. Just like you guys saw, this is the first time I'm opening. I have one problem, and that is the fact that he is bow-legged. Nothing against people who have bow-legged, but he's the Red Death. His legs need to be straightened out. I will probably take the method of a hairdryer and straighten these out. But moving in on the head sculpt, that is just so freaking awesome. Just so awesome. I don't know why they would give him what look like Captain America wing ears, whatever. They should be more bat-like, like these little streaks, I guess you call them, on his arms, legs, and whatnot. So, moving on to articulation, because, yeah, there's not really much in the way of sculpting. It's all just sharp pointies and badassery and badassery. Sorry, I have had no coffee, and I'm functioning on 3 monsters? Yeah, 3 monsters. I have 1 in the fridge. So, if I can get his head to go any further back. Yep, he's perpetually stuck, kind of like that. So he will be actually coming. When I pose him, he will be running at us looking pissed. So that's how far forward, that's far back. Moving on to the arms, if I can get him to move without breaking him. This is paranoia inducing. Frontwards, backwards, all the way around. I'm trying not to waste your guys' time. Sorry. Double jointed elbow, and same thing as Flash, Diana. I'm going to say that pretty much any Todd McFarlane figure has this joint, which I've designated as the Halo joint, because I bought a Halo figure and he had the same joint. So once I get reacquainted with this system, I will be happy with it. But for right now, I'm like, that's weird. So let's get to the ab crunch, for which there is very little, but you know that means amazing backflips. Boom! Yep. Look at that back bend. Someone made him a very happy gentleman last night. Diana, looking at you. Sorry. Okay, actually, I want to do this quick. Hold on. What are you looking at? Sorry. A little bit of my own job. Splits. How far can we get him to go into the splits? Can we get him full splits? Nope, due to the little fins on his leg. What the heck? Oh, I was going to say. Due to the fins on his leg, that's about all the farther he can split. Let's check that. Let's see how far forward we can get his leg. Not very far. Looks like design-wise, he doesn't translate very well into the running pose. Let's see if it's just one leg. Nope, he cannot actually get as good of a stride as Flash can. Maybe that's why they put him in the 2-pack with Flash, because then he can siphon your powers to make up for his shortcomings with that weird little ridge on his leg. Anyway, get back to the review. There's a double jointed knee. Why did that sound like a country song? Getting back to the knee bend. Going back to the bend with the knee. Function on little, very, very little coffee. Got that ankle bend. Sorry. 2 bend, and boom. That is all of it. So, here's my final thoughts. Let's get him back there, and pause. There we go. So, final thoughts are sculpting and painting. You know what? Overall, these figures are awesome, and they get Blue Fire Ghost Rider tier. Red Death himself could use a little bit of tweaking in that these straight ridges could have been a little thinner, and these main thighs could have been a little less out there, but again, that's based on the sculpt, so nothing we can really do about that. And Flash, I'm having trouble because of that hip joint. I got it back in, but I gotta figure out how to tighten it, or otherwise I'm gonna have to, I won't be able to pose him very often without fear of breaking his leg again. So, but overall, these guys are awesome. 9 out of 10. Yeah, I would definitely recommend that you get these. I got this at my local GameStop. It was awesome. I was actually hoping to get this today, so I'm glad I did. And let's pose them on the base, on this base, so we can see them racing. And there they are, with Red Death winning by pretty much an entire footstep. And there we go. Whoops, sorry, didn't mean to get in the way of the light. So overall, these figures are awesome. Definitely get them if you can. Just be careful with yours, because I don't know if this hip joint's a problem with everyone or not. And be prepared to blow dry this ankle joint so that you can straighten it out. Because currently, I have his foot kind of wonky. It's holding it up in a very weird angle. So, but overall, awesome! So until next time, my little hunters, you should have stayed awake.